Welcome back, YouTube, to Icy Chap's Edge. I'm Icy Chap, and before I get to the review of the custom Kydex Sheath, I just want to make a quick apology to my viewers. I'm sorry I haven't put up a video in about 2 weeks, but there are two pretty good reasons for that. Number one, I just got really busy with work, and I'm a small businessman. I work for myself, and if I don't work, I don't make money. So when things get busy with work, some of my other activities have to fall by the wayside, and this time one of those things was this hobby of making videos. Number two is my girlfriend a few weeks ago gave up her apartment and moved in with me, and while that's a great thing, the process has been a little bit chaotic. And in addition to that, she and I have actually been looking for a bigger place. So all of my free time has pretty much been taken up by that. The good news is we did find this place, and we're in the process of finalizing all the details on that. And once that happens, hopefully I'll free up a little bit more time to make some videos. There are a couple videos which have been requested by viewers, and I hope to get to those. But in the meantime, let me show you my new sheath. So you may remember I had some customization done to my Ranger RD6 by Justin Gingrich, and there's the knife. The problem was the sheath was still this fairly inadequate nylon sheath, which I wasn't too enamored with. So I went back to Red Hill Sheaths and got Bruce to make me a brand new custom Kydex sheath for this knife, and there it is, and I'm super excited by it, and there are a lot of great features, and I will demonstrate them all. Number one, first great thing about it, the Kydex is extremely durable. It's just an outstanding knife sheath material. It's going to be weather resistant, it's going to protect the knife from any kind of moisture, and it's also not going to crack even if it gets cold. Number two, the nice thing about Kydex is it's molded around the knife blade, so the shape and security of that sheath in the opening is really going to be custom fit to the knife. And as you can see, the retention is absolutely perfect. There's no play in the knife at all. I really like how it snaps in tightly, and I never have to worry about losing that knife. It's never going to fall out of the sheath inadvertently. Another great thing about Kydex is it usually has rivets to hold the pieces together, and that means lashing points. You take any kind of cordage, paracord, whatever you use, you're going to be able to use those rivets to lash it either to your person or to a pack. And that really makes the carry options for Kydex very versatile. Another reason I love Kydex. As you can see, what Bruce does is truly unique. He creates this platform from scratch. And as you can see, it's basically another sheet of Kydex, which is attached to the sheath by these screws. What that does is it not only makes this removable, and I can change the position if I want, but it creates a platform for other types of attachment. So in this case, as you can see, there are MOLLE locks, but it will also accommodate very easily a Teklok, which he includes. Now this piece here is to lock the Teklok closed. I've never found that I needed it. I'll just demonstrate quickly though. For those of you who don't know how to use a Teklok, it's very simple. Basically, the Teklok is just a hinged belt loop, and what happens is that's in the open position. As you can see, it's got a couple screws, and if you have a Kydex sheath with rivets like this, those screws will allow you to attach the Teklok right onto the sheath. In this case, I've got this plate here, but if I remove the plate, I can just attach the Teklok right to the sheath. Then, with this affixed to your sheath, you put your belt or strap or whatever you're affixing the sheath to basically against the back plate here, and just fold over the other plate until it snaps shut. And that creates a very secure latch. It will not open inadvertently, especially if you use this piece here. It prevents these two tabs from being compressed, thereby loosening the lock. But like I said before, these are very secure, and I've never found a need to use this secure piece. But that's the Teklok. The MOLLE locks, which it came with, I actually asked Bruce to include because I really like the versatility that they give me in terms of carry options. I have a pack, which I've showed you in another video, which has basically a panel of all MOLLE webbing. And so I'm thinking of affixing this knife to that panel. But I'll just show you quickly how the MOLLE locks work. These also are extremely secure, much like the Teklok. You can see that, number one, they have a very narrow open space. So if you were to attach this to a webbing belt, it's actually going to hold very, very securely, and there's very little to no chance that this is going to migrate. If you happen to have a belt loop, then you can place the MOLLE locks on either side of a belt loop, and that will really ensure that the sheath will not migrate on your belt. Just to show you how they work, basically you have a tab in the middle of these two tabs here. And these tabs should be squeezed to release them under that plastic. But that's what this tab in the middle does. It prevents them from being squeezed. So what you want to do is you push down on that tab, and then one at a time you can release those tabs, and that allows the MOLLE lock to be opened. You do that with both sides, place whatever strap or webbing belt you want inside, and then to close it, again, pull that middle tab down, and one at a time, just snap those in. And then it's very secure, will not open, and it forms a great way of attaching any kind of sheath or any kind of gear onto your webbing belt, onto your MOLLE loops, whatever you want. So that sheath is custom designed for this knife. It's a custom fit, and on top of that, I've really got great customization with how I can attach it. So once again, I know I got another custom sheath, and you can take a look at my video on that. It was for the Trailmaster, but once again, Red Hill Sheaths knocked it out of the park. This sheath is absolutely perfect, and my canoe trip, which is coming up this weekend, will be the first opportunity I have to carry this sheath and to actually use this knife in the woods. So hopefully I'll be able to shoot some videos up there. I'm going up to Ontario. It should be fun. And thanks again, Bruce and Gina Good, for an excellent product. I really love your sheaths, and I will definitely have you make some more custom Kydex for me in the future. So that is my review of the custom Kydex sheath for my custom RD6. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments and subscribe, and have a good one.